Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Write With Me at IELTS Juice. We have an essay to plan for, and the rubric says, today, our communications, medicine, and transport systems all depend on computer technology. We do not take this part lightly. I'm going to read it again. Today, our communications, medicine, and transport systems all depend on computer technology. As you can see, I'm taking a very different approach this time. These are not like samples or examples or just to help you, give you ideas. These are very, very important categories that we need to address in our essay. And I haven't even finished reading the rubric yet. I want you to keep in mind that our communications, medicine, and transport systems are to be addressed in our essay. I'll continue. Our reliance on computer technology in these fields has created a dangerous situation. Don't take it lightly. Don't argue. IELTS is claiming that these three aspects, categories, have been influenced by computer technology, and the influence is negative. Computer technology had a negative effect on these three elements. That's what the rubric is telling us. Keep that in mind. Then let's look at the essay type. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? We can show our agreement or disagreement with this proposition, this claim. Based on that, we can analyze and plan for our essays. I'll be honest with you, there are many ways to address this rubric. And what I'm going to say here are just a few relatively safe or with some controlled challenges, ways to address the task. So you can, of course, come up with your own samples, and you know at IELTS Juice we always take your samples, we analyze them, we assess them, and you can see the video that we do. It's all over the YouTube, our YouTube channel, and also on our website. So you already know what it is. My point here is to help you come up with a very clean, straight, to the point structure. So this notion says, to what extent do you agree or disagree? Let me first say that it says to what extent, so you can say I agree 100%, I disagree 100%, or you might say something in between, which makes your job a little difficult. I love computer technology, so I'm going to disagree with this, and I'm going to say, actually, no, it's not negative, it's more positive, and that is how I'm going to play this game, or I'm going to plan for this essay. All I need is an attention grabber, and I can say something bold to attract my audience's attention, something like, if it weren't for recent technological advancements in a computer, we wouldn't have modern communications, medicine, and transport systems. That is a bold claim. And please do not copy my words, because I mentioned communications, medicine, and transport systems. These are words from the rubric. We need to paraphrase them. Instead of communications, you can say like chats, online chats and phone calls, different apps to make communications with other people, modern medicine to diagnose diseases a lot quicker and faster with higher accuracy. And as for transport systems, you can say modern public transportation, fast, reliant. Even you can go to some new style of transportation like self-driving vehicles, self-driving taxis, so on and so forth. You already know what I'm talking about. So you can make those claims in the attention grabber. I need a connecting info. In the connecting info, remember that I need a sentence before I make the bold claim. In the thesis statement, I'm going to say that it is my opinion. My opinion goes here in the last sentence. So before I say my sentence, I need a sentence just to connect this bold claim with this. You can address the negativity of this claim from the rubric over here in the connecting info and say many believe it's a negative trend, and they probably have their own examples and their own reasons, and then you come up with your own opinion and you go ahead and say that I disagree with this. Remember that we are going to show, for the simplicity, I'm going to show 100% agreement with this topic. I'm going to put it over here. I want you to see that for me it's very important to mention 100% I disagree with this trend, and I believe it's a positive. Well, these technological advancements are positive in my view. All right. How am I going to structure my paragraphs? I'm going to create 3 body paragraphs by default. I'm not going to question this. I am just going to create 3 body paragraphs. And for each item, I am going to say a paragraph. I'm going to say proper examples, support, and development, and show to my audience how positive it is in item 1, which is communications. You need to talk about apps, mobile apps, cell phone internet, satellite internet, communications, you know, some even some communications that you can with somebody on the other side of the planet with 0 costs, things like that. Item 1. Item 2, for the second body paragraph, it's about medicine, the development in medicine, modern medical equipment, all the stuff over here. And the third one is the transportation system, transport system. That's the difference between American and British English, and that appears over here. You develop them and you show why you disagree with the negative aspect and you believe it's a positive term. You show it to your audience. You end it by saying, yeah, this is my opinion. You need to reiterate or say that again, what your opinion is over here, and just give a small label, or just you mention the 3 areas again in another sentence, and you finish your essay like this. This is going to be a very straightforward way. You show your disagreement, you properly arrange and organize your essay, you give each paragraph one, you devote one paragraph to each of these items. Okay, fair enough. This is all done. Now, There is a more challenging way to address this particular rubric. What is that? It's when you do not say that you 100% disagree, and you want to say, for instance, you agree with this to some extent. So you agree more or you disagree more. This is a symbol. Of course it's meaningless. What's the difference between 7%, 70% and 71% or 68%? This number is meaningless. What IELTS means by saying to what extent is to show whether you agree more than 50% or less than 50%. What area your opinion lands in. And this will help you get a better sense. It is very subjective, meaning everybody can have their own understanding of your style. So forget this, forget the number. I'm going to change the style here. I'm going to keep this, but in this scenario, I'm going to put the 3 items on the side. You, of course, are going to say your opinion. Let me just say again that I disagree, and I believe this is still a positive trend, but I truly welcome the positive, the areas, the 30% that is negative. So I'm going to save this negative for later, and I'm going to mention that I agree. My opinion is generally that this is a positive trend, so I disagree with this trend. And then I am going to say these as examples. So I'm going to say these items 2 times like this. So they appear in both ways. Under what condition? So I cannot repeat them, right? Because that would be repetitive. What I'm going to do, if I cannot stop making a mess here, yeah. I'm going to say my reasons. I'm going to say my reasons, and my reasons for this. I believe it's positive. You mention your reasons, then these 3 will become examples under each reason. Now that would work. So this is your opinion. You believe this is a positive trend, and you say why. Reason number 1. And to support your opinion, you mention the 3 examples. Here, you again say why. To support that, you mention your opinions, the examples to support your opinion. And finally, the topic sentence here, because we still need to write 3 paragraphs, body paragraphs, I mean. Here is the part that you acknowledge some negative aspects. This is where some other opinions or maybe some opposite opinions come along. And you mention, okay, I agree, there are some issues. You mention these issues. And remember, this time when you mention, you maintain that, yeah, I acknowledge there are those negative aspects, yes. But look, it's mostly positive. 2/3 of it is positive. I devoted 2 paragraphs to this and only 1 paragraph to the opposite side, to the negative side. You can mention reasons. You can mention examples. Again, you have to mention the 3 in these 3 areas here. So whatever you do, whatever the approach is, make sure you organize the paragraphs accurately. And that's about it. This is how helpful it is going to be. Now it is challenging because you need to maintain good development. I need to see 3 items here, 3 items here, and also 3 items as examples here. And at the same time, you need to make sure that these 2 are strong enough so that you have 2 body paragraphs just to show that you disagree. And then you acknowledge some, yeah, there are some negative aspects. and you minimize them, and you always make sure that you are more than 50% towards the positive than the negative. This is more challenging, but it works. If you wish to see a sample on this, you know where to click. If you wish to see other videos where we plan for essays, letters, or reports, you know where to click. And please, eat healthy.